Who wants to give me a recap of what happened last week, and then also a slight recap of the week before that?
Zaltu show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So last week, nothing of significance happened because no insurance was sold.
That's not true. We did lie to a priest.
That doesn't sound like insurance to me.
No, but it was important.
Anyway.
Well, only 2 of us were here last week, so...
So it was you...
That's true.
There was no DM?
There was no DM.
You and Indigo
yeah.
were here. I remember that,
Yeah.
Jack.
Will actually slept through the entire session.
So either Aralia or Strawn need to give the recap what happened last week. Required by mandate in law.
Man, man, well, if it's the law, and the law says it, then Jack, I think it's your turn.
Okay. Wait. Hold on a second.
So Aralia had intercepted Strawn right before they went to go talk with the actual speaker. I think that's the right term.
I was heading to the town speaker.
I just can't remember if it's like mayor or the duke or whatever.
It's speaker. Yeah, it's the person that speaks on behalf of the entire town.
Aralia had intercepted Strawn, convinced them about a magical item that may be in town that could relieve them of their curses. They went to said place where the item should have been, which was a church of the Holy Lord, the Morning Lord.
But...
which then Aralia faked being a religious person in order to talk the priest into helping them, just to find out that the priest who was stabbed and helped didn't have the item anymore. And it was stolen from them. And then Aralia, honestly, the priest could have died. He didn't care. They figured out who the assailant was, tracked him down to a kind of like criminal underground bar, like a speakeasy, by threatening and then bribing what's her name? Tolga Icewind?
Yeah, Torga. You guys had ran into Torga Icewind and had with your only connection to the criminal underworld had bribed her for the information.
Yes.
Where this could be found.
A total of 40 something gold? I don't remember. I gave her like 20. And we took a fish and then we threw it in the ice chest right next to the severed head that we have. And I got to buy a disguise kit and flawlessly disguise both Aralia and Strawn before absolutely butchering the social aspect of interrogation as I initiated a conflict that did not need to necessarily happen. We ended up beating the guy who stole the artifact from the priest so badly that he was willing to give us information on who he was supposed to give it to and allowed us to take his nephew hostage. Then, when we went to the cabin...
He didn't seem to care too much about the nephew, to be honest.
Me neither. I don't blame him.
He seemed to care 100%. And he was like, oh, no, don't. Oh, not my nephew, please.
Yeah, it was pretty much
verbatim. He might have said exactly that, yeah.
Yeah.
Then we grabbed his nephew by the ear, dragged him through the snow, threatened him with an inch of his life. And once we found the cabin that he was supposed to deliver the rod to, we saw a body slumped over in the snow. And Aralia immediately understood that the jig was up. Left the kid to die. He didn't care what happened to him. And then the kid did die when he opened the door and this decrepit hollow of a man, of an elf, I guess.
Yeah,
see, I knew elves weren't trustworthy.
It was specifically a drow, though. So shut up.
Never mind.
Now it's racist.
Okay. That's my boys. You did that's just because they're drow or black, didn't you?
Then the drow casted darkness, resurrected the zombie and the boy, and then proceeded to try and run away out of the cabin to be intercepted by Strawn, doing most of the heavy lifting as Aralia got immediately telekinetically stopped by Hold Person. And then we killed the guy The artifact cured both Stranne and Aralia before being sacrificed to Strahn's patron. And then we met back up with the group, acting like nothing happened, feeling way better about ourselves.
It is important, just because I like it, that the rod in question, the artifact, was called Baldur's Rod. It was a artistic like scepter made for Baldur, the Norse god of beauty, who had decided that he wanted, instead of holding it in his own possession, put it basically on tour around the world so everybody could admire Baldur's Rod.
It's a good rod.
Oh, wow. Baldur sure has a nice rod.
Yeah, and it did actually have supernatural effects. Of those who had admired its beauty would have found that they were a little bit healthier than they were before. Yeah, well, yeah, that too. Stranne and Aralia should get themselves checked. But yeah, the curse had lifted from their shoulders just from gazing upon the rod. But then Strahn's patron basically just straight up stole it immediately afterwards and brought it to an empty plane.
Yeah, now that you have had contact with another rod, you are going to have to inform all your other party members.
And another day passes as Aralia's bad habits get enabled.
Right.
But did they say no homo after?
Pretty much.
Aralia didn't.
I don't remember them saying that. Damn. Oh no.
So-
Oh no, is it a surprise that Aralia and Stranne are gay?
Not really.
We don't know if Stranne can be gay. Their gender hasn't been confirmed.
Then they are both gay and straight.
Schrodinger's sexuality.
Yeah.
Schrodinger's
homo.
sexuality.
I am gay and not gay at the same time.
Yeah.
As we kind of bring ourselves back down to East Haven, Aralia and Stranne had made their way all the way to the Wet Trout after their few-hour adventure. It was something about 4 or 5 hours that they had spent doing this. They walked through the front door to see Indigo currently talking to a tiefling at the bar with just a few seats over. John Smith has been doing nothing but drink for the last 5 hours.
Yeah.
And
And
literally drinking right now.
Yeah.
So
And when they come in, the sentence is literally Indigo saying, What do you mean that you cannot just swim through ocean? What do you mean it's too cold?
What do you mean? It's literally freezing. It's sub-zero.
But his problem? His problem
Yeah.
for who?
It is problem for person who gets stuck in the water because the water froze around them.
That doesn't sound accurate.
This is...
It has happened to me more than once.
So
I know
we've
what
been
I'm
here
talking. Experience. I
for a
have
while.
experience.
We have been here for a while. You have said this many times. But I think I may have to just take your word on it. Oh, Aurelia, Stranne. Hello. I see you. Привет. Friends, comrades. Come over here. This is Scythion. I've been inquiring as to whether or not we can
Skyphone. It's yes.
Scythion?
Skyphone. Skyphone. My name is Skyphone. And you see like this Redskins like tiefling person who it does actually have a smile on his face. He's found this entire conversation extremely amusing. But he has like a drink in one hand. And yeah.
That's
yeah,
fine.
He's Redskins. Yeah. I'm sorry
some
that
of your
not
Redskins are
all
that's cool.
tieflings are albino.
Yeah. Indigo begins speaking Infernal to them to sort of chill out the whole, like, make the situation more comfortable. He's unsure whether that's helpful towards them or not because Indigo prefers to speak Goliath. If it's like helpful for them, you know, like
it definitely makes Aralia uncomfortable.
Yeah, so Indigo has no idea how to actually have discussions with people. so he's unsure who prefers speaking native tongues and who doesn't. So with us, so he's just like, all right, we'll try Infernal on this person. so he's speaking Infernal.
Are you speaking Infernal to him? Yeah, so like I guess you all can understand it, basically. I think the only one probably is Stranne, but that can't. But Yeah, so it's just like these two people are just like talking back and forth in like the underspeak of hell itself, just like these infernal runes spoken upon the whisks of winds throughout this tavern. And the barkeep has yelled at you several times to stop it because it's insanely creepy.
I use thaumaturgy to like open all the windows and shut them again. Just
It's like, if any of those are broken, you're paying for them.
None of those windows opened. How did you do that?
yeah. Technically, I can't if they don't open. Yeah, it has to be ones that like are.
Oh, sorry, I'll do this instead. Fireball. Now they're open.
But
Oh yeah, that control flame.
Indigo is sort of
I don't
just.
think that works.
Indigo is speaking with this person is just sort of trying to get their understanding on like.
Sorry, so who is this? You literally barge in here, start speaking creepy.
Oh, whoa.
It's not that
Whoa.
creepy, yeah.
Look,
John.
I'm a tiefling. I'm allowed to say that.
Yeah, John. Yeah,
Oh my God,
it's
you're a
sort of.
tiefling?
Yeah, it's sort of like
Yeah,
soft.
you can tell with the scaly face.
John, you've never taken the helmet off.
That's
You
true. I
only
also
drink
don't have a
into a
scaly face.
straw.
I keep forgetting that.
Do you have a straw with your drink?
Yeah.
Tiefling does not equal reptile.
John's the annoying guy who brings the fucking reusable straw everywhere, and I can say that because I'm the annoying guy who brings the reusable straw everywhere.
But
yeah.
the man at the like a few seats over from John goes, my name is Skython. I run the East Haven Ferry. Nice to meet you.
No. As we've said when I sat down here before, Indigo Harmwinter, this is Aralia, Stranne, John Smith. Me and John are the only ones with last names.
It's true.
Aralia also goes by Bliss, much like Beyonce.
I also
Technically,
do
you don't
not
know
have
that.
last name. I feel like we'll get along. If it wasn't for the
No.
fact that we had a 5-hour argument about whether or not you could swim in sub-freezing waters.
I can swim in sub-zero waters.
Have you considered flying over them?
You know personally that you can. It's just you still suffer exhaustion for trying to do so.
Right,
There's
but
a
Indigo can.
difference to being like having resistance to cold damage and having immunity to it.
Right, but fucking, I'm only a couple levels away
Yeah.
from being a ranger that suffers none of these ill effects. Anyway, Indigo is just like, regardless, sort of the lead that I have been told that I bury occasionally has been that. Have you heard of the missing
High elves. Sorry, go on.
the missing fishermen of the past couple of days?
It's been like a week, yeah, but he's yes, I think I
That's,
heard
a
of
week.
them, yes.
What is a week if not enough days that it is no longer a couple and has become seven?
Actually 10.
Exactly
It's 10
that.
days. We are in the Forgotten Realms.
They have 10-day
No,
weeks.
Yeah,
In
in
common
the Forgotten
is
Realms.
not my common is not my first language.
Yeah, 10-day weeks, 30-day months. It's very uniform.
Yeah. Neither is infernal, which is what I am having this conversation in.
I have heard of these people, yes. What
Well-
what do you need from me?
Well, we've been sort of contracted to follow in their path and check up on where they have
Find
gone.
them and kill whoever took them.
No, that's
Yeah.
actually not what we've been contracted to do.
It is a
just
noble
sort of-
cause.
It's what we're gonna end up doing. Let's be real.
I've been attempting to sort of distance myself from previous, how do you say, training
Successes. Okay.
in dispensing justice in the way that I have.
Yes, I'm sure that when we find them, they'll just be like, shucks, officers, you've caught us.
Why do
Guess
you
we'll come back for questioning.
Why do you assume that someone is responsible for their disappearance? People go
It just
missing for
seems
multitude of
convenient.
reasons.
Oh
Why
yes,
do you
but Mother
assume that
Nature is
Indigo's
out.
cop?
Mother Nature is literally a physical manifestation in this realm.
That is a
It
very
is true.
strong. But like, we can just find overturned
Well, yes, let's start with
ships
finding them, and we'll get to the killing
Yeah.
afterwards.
and-
If
Again, the
we can't
killing is
kill
not the-
whoever captured them, we'll kill them instead. You know.
Yes,
Yeah, that works.
we may still find them around. 10
What
days
if they
is not.
captured themselves?
Then that would be very weird. That's an odd call. I don't know what we would do after that.
I'm sorry. I appear to have lost the point.
Yeah, I too have lost the plot. John, you have absolutely destroyed that bottle you were handed.
It's what I do.
There are three
No.
bottles next to
Yeah.
John.
There are.
How
Weak.
when could we assume to borrow your
Bottles of
ferry
absinthe.
services? Absinthe, holy.
Well,
That is.
Hang on.
I would love to rent out my ferry services again once more and actually have a term of employment. However, it just so happens
Wait, you're
that
a
the waters.
fairy?
No, I own the ferry.
Is that illegal?
It is.
Nah.
You can own many boats.
Oh man.
I would
Oh, wait,
assume.
boats. Sorry.
I would assume the term for a boat ferry and like a small creature of the Feywild are very different in Infernal.
Yeah, there is one
the-
there is
the-
one situation where they are one and the same, but it is not this one though.
Yeah. Nah.
It's just
All right,
fucking
well.
Gerald posting bottles of the Everclear he's currently drinking.
Fuck.
Oh shit.
95%.
Anyway, you were saying you would love to
Well,
help us.
I would love to help you, although it just so happens that the entire dock is frozen over, including my ferry. We would have to rent a different boat.
Wait, so hold on a second. Your boat has been frozen in place for like what?
A few
years
months now, yes. A few months. A few
Okay,
months.
and you're still calling yourself a ferryman.
Well, I mean, my hope is one day it opens back up, but right now
do
I
s-
just...
I do
can't
still
do
call
anything
myself-
about
Is
it.
a hell of a thing here, apparently.
I
There's
do still
no-
call myself a man tracker despite being exiled for over a couple months now.
Well, you still track down men, am I right?
If
And
you
he can
found-
still pilot a boat.
If you
Well-
if you find the boat, I would absolutely be okay with ferrying you over. But it would have to be much smaller than a usual ferry.
Do you mind if we sort of name drop you at the docks to sort of help our search?
I don't know if that would help at all, but I wouldn't mind.
All right.
It might show that nobody has to put their own neck out to actually bring you out there. But yeah, that should be fine.
Alright.
How long did you need my services for? Discuss payments.
Yes.
Until we discover what we're looking for. So yeah.
Okay, 10 gold then. 10 gold for now. We'll see how it goes. If we end up needing me for multiple days at a time, I don't know. But for now, that should cover like hours on the open ocean. It is very rough out there. Lots of floating ice. You want to be careful.
Correct.
But if we use your name at the docks and tell them how great your service is, we can pay you an exposure.
You could literally shit in my hand and it would be worth more than that. Yes.
That is true. You're very funny, Strong.
Thank you.
I'll put up 4 gold.
I have no
The other
money.
6.
Spent it all on booze.
That's valid. That is valid.
I have only
Is it?
6 gold.
That's enough to cover the rest of it.
I will put in 2.
And to also rent a boat too, you know? I mean, you never...
I still have 24, so we can probably rent a boat with that. I was also gonna say we should probably look into selling the pieces of that artifact or whatever metal pieces that we took off of the big giant lady. Remember?
Oh, isn't that a part of another mission now, though?
I was told we could get money for it.
I mean, it's
I think we should sell
absolutely...
duplicates we have.
It's absolutely junk, so...
Hey, man.
Whatever its original purpose was has been completely smashed
One
beyond
man's
recognition.
junk is another man's treasure.
Stop talking about Aralia like that.
Well, I mean, you are otherwise just holding around a basket of fucking shards everywhere you go. Right now, I imagine
Indigo has been dragging and or carrying it because Indigo is just like who we have take our stuff when it's too heavy for everyone else.
When Aralia and Stranne came in here, they noticed the giant basket with a note written, "Please do not take."
Yeah. And Indigo's fucking 17 passive perception, just keeping an eye on the fucking basket. Like, I do not trust these people.
And not to steal our pig iron.
It's better than pig iron, I will give you that. But yeah, so we are at 6 gold out of 10 that is required.
I will pay the other 4.
All right, then we have a ferryman.
Well, I am not busy as of late, so whenever you need me, just I'm pretty much always here.
Danke. I think that's not Russian. That's not Russian.
Your accent has gotten really strange just there.
Well, I wasn't speaking giant in the first place, giant Russian. We'll just assume that some other one of my fucking 6 languages is something else. I speak many languages, leave me alone.
Do you want to know how many languages I can tell you to fuck off in? It is about 4 to 6 of them.
Indigo speaks Orc, Undercommon, Draconic, Common, Giant, and Infernal, alright? One of them is German.
Yeah, well, you don't speak Dwarvish, so that's what I'm going to flip you off in.
Using a physical hand gesture.
Sign language? You're going to speak in hands?
I'm going to write it on a piece of parchment and show it to you. I'm going to write like, I'm flipping you off.
I cast Thaumaturgy, my voice gets 3 times louder just to inform you that I don't give a shit.
When you cast Thaumaturgy, I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy to make your voice 3 times softer so it doesn't do anything.
That's actually not an option in Thaumaturgy. It's not to make your voice 3 times softer. That's not an option.
Does it stack?
No,
what?
Because if you use an effect, it's if you use the same effect, it cancels it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There are actually rules in D&D too. If you want multiple people casting the same effect on one person, that they don't like stack.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you like cast Thaumaturgy on one person twice, for the same effect, it wouldn't do anything extra.
Okay, I'll cast Thaumaturgy instead to make you burp really, really loudly.
That's again also not what Thaumaturgy does.
Yeah,
it's a sound.
You can't force him to do something.
Right.
You can make it sound that he
No. Yeah, but you would create an instantaneous sound but my speaking would still be louder than your sound.
Would it? It would.
Yes, because
you're
my
just
voice. Yeah, you would create a sound, but my voice would be 3 times louder than normal for 1 minute.
Sure.
Yeah.
So what are you guys doing?
Well, we got to go down to the docks and we got to see a man about what kind of boat we can get.
Right. And then you also did have those. You guys did talk about the metal scraps. I don't know what you wanted to do with those.
Yeah, Indigo will sort of talk to them as he's dragging the
metal.
It's no like concern of his. Like Indigo doesn't say it like, oh no, like this is a pain in my ass. But he's just like, hey, so what do we want to do with these? As he's just like effortlessly carrying the basket. He's just like that. He like visibly saw both Strawn and Aurelia like fighting with and like dragging. He's just like, hey, so like, what are we doing with this?
These are described as like metal or like metallic, like, right?
Yeah, they're metal. It's absolutely metal.
So,
What element
What
are
if-
they?
what if? Just crazy thought here. We give them to a blacksmith.
And create alien weapon. Like Todd.
Hypothetical
No.
alien. We don't. It's alien in the sense we don't know where it came from.
guess that's true.
That is the definition of
No, it's alien in the sense that it's a polymorph xenomorph.
Okay, so we make a xeno
Hot.
sword.
Yeah, xenomorphs are hot. Next question.
My favorite Disney princess.
The xenomorph
No, but-
queen is a Disney princess.
If it's a queen, it's not a princess.
Well, look
She
here.
technically
Okay?
could be a princess of a different kingdom that she's a queen of.
Correct.
Oh.
I'm going to ignore these statements and continue on with the blacksmith theory. Ow! I just stabbed myself.
Maybe you
Is
should
it with your
stop
alien
drinking.
sword?
Yeah, maybe no more Everclear.
Fuck you, baby. No, but yeah, no. Is that something that we could do?
yeah, no,
yeah,
yeah,
but yeah,
no,
no,
yeah,
yeah,
no.
yeah, but no,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but no. Yeah.
You wanted to give them to a blacksmith and
Yeah, have
do
them
what
smelt
with
it down,
that?
create. I don't know. Create a weapon. Create armor or something. I don't know.
You would probably imagine that the best person to sell this to would be a blacksmith. Whether or not they can make anything for you out of it that would be worth it, you don't know.
Is there literally
Yeah.
anything special about this metal?
They
There-
We don't know
is,
yet.
but you
Started-
guys weren't able to get
They-
the check.
Yeah, we
they
would need
started
like
making Strawn hear things.
we would
Oh yes, right.
in order to have someone really pick apart if something was cool about this, we would probably need a blacksmith to like check this out, or like somebody.
Wouldn't we need like a mage or a priest to figure out the magical properties of this?
The magical properties, yes, and the metallic properties, blacksmith. If there's
Well,
anything,
sure.
if there's
But I
anything,
feel like the curse thing is kind of like more significant than
It's not cursed.
the material.
I'm a martial class. I don't care.
The metal isn't cursed.
Dude, just because I can't stop hearing things doesn't mean I'm cursed. Come
That
on.
is fair.
I was scared. I was scared. Come on.
I'll take it. How about this? I'll take it with you guys to a blacksmith, and then I'll drop it off, and then me and my gold will go try to find a fucking boat. And the reason I'm splitting the party is actually just because I, in real
King
life,
Jack.
have to use the bathroom.
Okay.
So you guys do blacksmith stuff.
And then afterwards, how about as the night settles down, we head over to the White Lady Inn?
Yeah, for that ritual.
Seance.
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 My
Beyonce.
favorite musician.
All right. So I'm sorry, I was looking up something. What's happening?
Okay,
We're
so
splitting the party in order to let Chef peek.
Okay, so he's trying to find a place to sell them, or
we're going to a blacksmith and
We're going to
see
blacksmith
what we can do from
to
there.
Okay,
see if they're made of like
Metal.
pure zinc.
obviously it's vibranium. You know, it's unobtainium. So yeah, so you're trying to track down a blacksmith. You guys are not Chef.
No,
No,
he's
well,
trying
no.
to track down a bathroom.
It's going with us to a blacksmith, dropping it off, and then going to a boat.
Okay, then yeah, guys, give me a investigation check then.
Okay.
Coming right up. As soon as that loaded.
I clicked the wrong one.
Perception.
I don't
What was?
know.
Well, your bonus is like one difference, so it would actually be 14 for you.
Second investigation, you said, right?
Yes, investigation.
I clicked it.
Congrats.
Didn't show up in
Now
chat
tell us
for
the
some reason.
roll.
Yeah.
Well, I will one day. I
Why
clicked
did
it
it pop
again
up?
just to be sure.
Yeah, I'm seeing the
Oh, I should
roll.
guide
For
it.
some reason, it's not showing up in. Okay, make sure that your roll mode is set to public, because you might be setting it
Yeah,
yourself to
the
like
public roll.
then I don't know. It's not showing up.
What if you just roll?
You need to refresh your page. I think your page is switched.
Jesus Christ!
Is it just the dice showing it? Because on my screen it does nothing.
Just the dice. The dice are showing up.
It's just the dice.
Oh, that's interesting. That means the actual roll is calculated locally. That means I could actually cheat. Cool.
I mean, the dice show up the same for everybody else, though, so it is still server side.
Yeah, it does still show the roll.
If it generated the result server side, then you guys would see the result too.
That's true.
Well, don't
but
cheat.
It would
then,
still
asshole.
Quit finding ways to break the game.
All right, try it now then.
Guys, I don't know why I just keep getting nat 20s.
It's weird.
Crazy.
Every time I die, I get a nat 20 on my first death saving throw. It's so convenient. It did the same thing, didn't it? Shit! It rolled. Bogger.
There we go. 17. Okay. All right, then. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you guys start looking around town together with your powers combined, and you eventually do find a blacksmith in town who is currently working on some horseshoes and whatnot.
No thanks to Aurelia.
Yeah, no thanks to
Okay.
Aurelia.
Didn't Aurelia go with me to a blacksmith last time?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was somewhere else entirely.
What the fuck?
Dude, I know you saw my rolls last night, and I know you're not still asking me how I'm rolling badly. I cannot fix it.
You did nat 1 on every grenade.
And I'm doomed to fail, and this is what I will believe for the rest of my days. This is simply my existence.
It's to make up for last week's rolls.
So you do find a blacksmith who looks like an elderly human who is currently just smacking away at a horseshoe trying to reshape it.
Gross, he's old. Let's find someone else.
I approach the bench, Your Honor.
How do
I
you
approach 2 bench, Your Honor.
Well, I have 3
Observe
benches.
my lips, jury.
As you can clearly see from these gains.
Yeah.
What do you guys say? I don't know. What do you?
I
You found a blacksmith.
We're here to sell some metal.
I'm trying to get his attention.
Yeah. Okay. He stops blacksmithing for a moment, and he pulls his little goggles up. He's like, "What?"
I'm glad you could spare a
Can I
few moments to
interest
stop
you in-
banging.
I'm busy.
Go on.
I have some interesting metals that are not that familiar to me. Would you perhaps have a chance to take a look at them?
He walks over. He looks at the crate.
I show him the basket.
The basket of metal. He pulls a chunk out.
Okay, if you touch it, it's gonna. Oh well.
Ooh, our prices just skyrocketed. If this ends up being valuable.
He looks at it for a moment. And he's kind of like, at first he's like, it doesn't seem like it. And then he stops for a moment. He looks at it more closely. He brings it over to his smithy and shoves it into the furnace.
You're gonna pay for that. Okay.
He pulls it out, and it's like it's actually like a fairly strange color.
Strange how?
Where'd you find this?
Stole it off a dead person.
We dug it off a dead person.
Well,
We
technically, they
thought
put
it-
it down before they were dead, so we took it off a formerly alive person.
We simply found it in the woods.
Technically we found it off a basket that was adjacent to a corpse.
He takes
That is
this
true.
still like glowing piece of metal that's kind of like glowing this, like it is still like orange. It's almost like white hot, but like it doesn't look like it's malleable at all. That's like the one thing you don't get.
Oh, it's just hot?
Yeah, it's just hot. Those temperatures were the same for like steel, and this is still not like at a point where you can bend it and shape it.
Maybe we
Well,
can use fire.
That's also, it takes a little bit more than the couple seconds of conversation to heat up steel.
Yeah, I sped up conversation. I sped up the time, so you guys. I didn't want you guys to wait real time for it to start heating up.
No.
I'm so sorry. My bad. I will. Let's hold on and wait for a moment here. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
It
No,
takes a little
we'll
bit more
time
than 10 minutes.
whatever.
What should I roll to make small talk?
And he comes back with it, like
Charisma?
after like
Obviously.
basically not really talking to you guys at all, just like extremely gruff, like give me that, and it comes back with it. Like he's still like within like.
Yeah, that's
earshot of
metal.
things. Yeah.
Bruh.
He comes back with it. I've never seen anything like it.
So how much will he pay for it?
He looks at it.
So that means it's rare then.
He looks at the entire basket. He's like, I'll give you 75 gold for it.
Is that a lot? I don't know.
Well,
I know nothing about the values of these minerals.
To be fair, 75 gold is more than the average like NPC would see in their entire fucking life. But for an
Technically-
adventurer, 75 gold is not a lot.
I think it'll be fine as long as we can keep some of it.
How about before we sell it? You've never seen anything like it in your life. Do you have any idea who could tell us what it is? Then we can sell it to you.
I don't think so.
We need gold and information.
Yeah.
I
Because
just put my
also-
hand out. Deal.
Wait, hold on a second.
Also, because not only is this rare, this also means he doesn't know what he can do with it. Not everything that's unique is useful, you know.
That's good. So here's my proposition. We can sell you a purchase promise, essentially. We still have to figure out what this is. We can probably leave most of it with you, but we'll keep a minor quantity on us to figure out what it is, and then once we have done so, we can come back and complete the order.
He's just kind of like, no deal.
All right, let's go.
Yep.
We can go find. We've been waiting for a while. We can go back and figure out where Chef went, or Ice.
We have no one to carry this around.
Yeah, y'all.
And
You
if
guys
you
don't
want-
have to
if you
carry
wanna
it. Who
sell,
cares,
like,
right?
Yeah, if you want to sell him all of it, but like one piece, that's by all means fine. But he's not going to accept a purchase order from like
at a game.
adventurers. He's not
Strawn
gonna...
has several
Yeah, that's
pieces.
such a
in
stupid
bag.
idea. Yeah. Well, then there you go. Just sell him the crate.
I just. I wasn't. Gonna
Otherwise, you're just
tell
carrying
you
around
that.
a basket everywhere you go. I don't know if you
Well,
really
I
want to
had-
do that.
I had even said it'll be fine if we can just keep some of it, and then everyone was like, "No deal."
Well, I don't know about everyone. I'm literally.
Well,
just
it
trying to
was
be
really
like,
just the wording
it's
by
it's
like
like-
the.
it's like when you
It was the wording of the deal. It's like we'll keep some of it, then we'll give it back to you at a later date. It's like I'm not doing that. No way.
Yeah. We're gonna group huddle for a
Clearly, you
second.
haven't heard of the stock market.
Strawn's gonna explain.
There is no stock market in this world.
I have a piece on.
That sounds like a business opportunity.
We can definitely still look into this. Let's make the deal.
You know, out of game, I think that's going to be John Smith's ultimate goal is going to be establish the stock market in Icewind.
I think
By the time he's level 20, he
I
has
think
so much
Steve-
money they can jumpstart it himself.
I think try to persuasion check. See if you can up him at least like 10 more gold or so.
Sorry, I'm not very persuasive. Sorry, I actually am quite persuasive.
You have
Bad.
2 charisma casters with you. Figure it out. One of them knows guidance.
I know how to get my way.
I know command.
Sometimes it's not ethical, but
Yeah, command is not
Black
really
man.
going to work with you, but guidance.
Well, if he says a price, I can use command as with the keyword more.
No, you see, he can call the guards on you for magically compelling him, but
There
if you
is
just
like
guide yourself and then persuade,
if you
that's
can't,
different.
unfortunately, yeah, I would definitely say in a world like this, there are definitely laws against magical enforcement of a deal being made.
Oh man,
coercion.
Depending
Yeah.
on certain people. Yeah, it's like if there's
Good
magic in the
luck,
world that can compel people to do things, there's obviously going to be a rule against doing that for official deals.
I'd say probably have Aurelia guide and then try and persuade up a little higher and then make
Yeah.
the
And
deal
then there's
out.
also like
I'm gonna
keep
try
in
and say
mind,
something.
command only lasts for a round. After that, he'll realize what had happened, and then just like it's in 6
does not
seconds, be
realize
like,
what happens
actually, no
after
deal.
command.
Yeah.
After command,
What?
you don't realize it.
Well, he would have realized that he
believe.
had said something he didn't want to say. Then like, oh no,
Yeah,
actually,
like,
I didn't want to make
no,
that
gotta
deal.
shake
Yeah.
within 6 seconds.
Yeah, he doesn't have to.
You
He
see
doesn't
my-
have to
my
follow
speedy
through.
moves?
Yeah, he doesn't
Yeah.
have to follow through after the 6 seconds. He'd be like, well, no, wait, hold on a second. I didn't actually. I don't know what came over me. Like, I didn't mean that. Yeah.
They just do it again for every round until the transaction's
rest of your
complete.
days.
There's a saving throw every time too. All right. Well,
It's okay, you know how
Okay,
well the saving throws went for those thugs.
he said
in,
75. He said 75 gold for the whole
I'm
basket. What are you
I'm
guys
gonna
doing?
turn back to him after the little group huddle, and I'm gonna be like, "This is indeed a very rare metal. Wouldn't you agree?"
Yeah, but it's meaningless if I can't actually mold it.
Well, can you not actually mold it?
But with
I don't know.
time,
I was gonna
am
buy it
sure
off you,
could
then
do
try to figure out
something
if I
with
could
it.
do that.
Well,
If I
honestly, how
can't
about we
mold
just
it, it's
sell him
very.
half? Sorry, good sir. How about we just sell him half of it? You can experiment with it, figure out what you can do with it, and maybe what it is, and then we can renegotiate the price of the other half. If it's useless, then you're probably saving money.
Yeah, but if it
So-
is useless, he'll drop the price.
Well, then
Well,
sell him
yes,
half.
but if
well,
it's
then,
useless, then
we
we
would've-
don't care.
then we-
yeah, then
then
sell
it
him
wouldn't
half at a
matter.
discount.
Do you guys
And then we
plan-
can run this con on another blacksmith and another.
I mean, my question is, or do you really want to, like, even half the basket is pretty heavy? Do you sure you want to just keep dragging that around every time
No,
you go? You guys don't
I
exactly
personally
have a
don't
cart
care.
or a sled or
Yeah, I
anything
think we
like
can
that.
just.
I'm-
I think we can just sell it to him and then ask
Okay,
him
just
later.
love money,
I'm gonna
right?
try and ask. Well, how about 100 gold? And then I'm going to whisper through in his head as if it's his own voice. It is very rare. Sounds like a good deal. We should take the deal.
Give me a deception check.
God damn it!
I don't know he's doing this, so I can't guide him.
It's pretty fucking good. Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, he like thinks for a moment. Usually when you talk in people's heads, they get freaked the fuck out for a moment, but this
this guy's
time around,
used to
Because
hearing
I'm
voices.
using his voice.
No, I
Yeah,
just
it's-
imagine the guy's used to hearing voices. It's like, this is no different.
I don't think I can do 100 gold. How about 80?
85.
Deal.
I reach out my hand to shake on it.
He reaches the shake too. Yeah, there you go.
All right.
84 final offer.
And he's
God damn it.
he walks back into his shop. He takes a few moments. You probably assume he's going to go grab that amount of money.
He
And
calls
then
the guards.
he calls the guards.
pulls
He
a
comes
gun.
back. He comes back out. It's just like, I got the cash. So scoot it over. We'll do it at the same time. No, he gives you the gold and he starts dragging the crate away.
All right.
As a
Thank you very
basket,
much,
yeah.
sir.
Yep. Enjoy your, I don't know, whatever it is you do.
Murder.
We don't know either.
Primarily.
I'm gonna hand Aralia and John each 20 gold.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. That is a lot.
That is.
Alright.
Not for adventurers,
See,
but for
there we go.
NPCs.
I get more.
I in the end did the high low. We went to 100 and we got 10 extra gold. Like
I've
you
gotten
wanted.
more in tips.
Yep.
Oh, in
Yeah,
that
but
case,
you
you
had-
just give me that.
Yeah, but you had to do a lot for that.
Nah, it's a real easy roll. My performance.
Sure.
I just
I've
need
seen
to
your
roll the
rolls.
dice.
I've seen your
So-
rolls, Chubby. Don't at me.
Wow. All right. I lost 7 pounds last week.
Taking a shit doesn't count.
It wasn't the shit, all right. It was the medication I'm on.
All right, so you guys have successfully stolen an entire giant's crate of metal shards, of which you're not entirely sure what they are. The only thing you
But
can
I
pretty much
still
ascertain
have
is it
some.
probably isn't steel, whatever it is.
I know we didn't steal it. That's for sure. We earned that.
Badumts.
Oh yeah, so let's go ahead and cut away to what Indigo's been doing at the docks.
Indigo is just sort of like looking around. Indigo himself does not know much about ships or boats. So he is just sort of looking around for one that looks what he would assume is the equivalent of seaworthy, and a vessel that looks like it can fit about 5 people, since we've got to worry about Scythian driving.
So give me a investigation roll then.
I'm actually somewhat good at these. $11.
I'm good at these. 11. You look up
That's
and
better than
down.
10.
You look up and down the docks, and you're essentially going like basically an entire hour to try to do this. And you see a bunch of different boats. Some of them are rowboats. Some of them are like bigger skiffs. Some of them are even like bigger fishing vessels. But most of the bigger fishing vessels are all like frozen in water. Some rowboats that are kind of like leaned over on top of the ice, you know, for people to bring them out. But you're not looking for a rowboat because you need 5 people, so you're looking for a skiff is what you're looking for specifically, which there are a few, but most people that you've come up against are like, I actually have to use it, so I can't just rent it out to you. Eventually you do manage to come across somebody who you kind of did have to strong arm a little bit into even talking to, but they're just like, all right, fine. If you make it worth the days of work, absolutely. And he's saying he wants like about like 10 gold.
You
for
make
like
10 gold in a day's work?
Well, I mean, do you own a boat?
I'm asking. I didn't say I own a boat. I said, do you make 10 gold in a day's work?
Well, then here's the I own a boat fee.
That's interesting that you have I own a boat fee. You see, I have I own a mall fee and a pet dragon.
You would what?
Yeah, a pet dragon. Interesting, huh?
Well, I mean, I kind of want to see it.
Fuck you.
May I see it?
Can I see it? Can I touch it?
Hold on. And Diego steps back and does this fucking summoning thing. He was hoping he wouldn't call his bluff because it hurts like a motherfucker. And he's just like, go on. He summons fucking goddamn Stigarius. He's dragon.
Yeah, the dragon, and he looks horrified. Like mortified at like the grunts and the pain that you just went through to summon it. That's crazy.
This is Stigarius. He is dragon.
He is.
Yeah. Stigarius does not sound adorable. Stigarius sounds like a mixture between a golem and a Furby that's caught in a car door. Yeah, Stigarius is like. Fucking
Still
like.
sounds adorable.
All right. To each their own.
To each their own, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's crazy. 10 gold.
Listen, I summoned the fucking dragon. You can cut me 2 gold off price.
Take that
All right,
intimidation
fine.
check.
8 gold.
All right, 8 gold. I'll give him 8 gold.
Made it work to work there. Are you taking this today or like it's dark out? Like you kind of see
Yeah,
that there
well,
is like the new moon is
yeah.
it's like it's not a new moon yet. It's like a new moon tomorrow, but it's like just
Yeah.
that little sliver left.
Not today. I will have to take it tomorrow. I summoned the dragon today. I'm sort of a little tap.
Oh, and he's just like, are you sure? Tomorrow of all days?
Why would I not go tomorrow? Is there a problem tomorrow?
It's the new moon.
And?
Mercury's going to be in retrograde.
Well, that's when
Oh
the
no!
lots. That's when
My
the lots
horoscope
are
was
drawn.
terrible for that.
Well, I mean, that's when the lots are drawn.
And
I mean,
my name's not in the
does-
fucking law.
And doesn't it make sense that if tomorrow's the day that names are being drawn, that you skip town?
Well, just,
Yeah, my
It just
name's
seems-
not in there.
It just seems distasteful is all. It's
Listen, and Indigo puts his arm around the person, gets in a little like too close, and like Stigarius like gets equally a little close.
On the other side, I was like,
And this time he summons Stigarius with poison, so there's like this green purplish foam that's sort of like dripping Stigarius' mouth. And he's like, between you and me, I have personally hunted down someone who works for the Frostmaiden. Distasteful is sort of the name of my game. And he just pushes 8 gold in their pocket. He's like, see you tomorrow, friend. And gives him like a overly heavy, like 2 pats to the back. like, and in Indigo's mind, this is a friendly gesture, and is unaware of how like horrifying this is just coming.
All right, I'm busy. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just like you don't need to intimidate me. I'll see you tomorrow.
Nah, see you tomorrow. Fucked up.
Eventually, like running into the 3 other individuals who are now no longer holding a basket full of metal bits.
Now we have
Yeah.
an empty basket that I'm carrying with me
Comrade.
anyway.
I don't think we have the basket.
Yeah.
It was
Good
not
no-
part of the transaction.
No, he dragged
He
the
took
basket
the
away with
he
him.
would have. Yeah, he's not gonna take each individual piece. He's gonna
basket
take the whole
was
basket.
3 copper for that basket.
No, the basket was
Yeah.
3 gold.
That's yeah, the metal was worthless. Is the basket they wanted.
Indigo walks over with Stigarius at his heels and is just like, "Good news! My friend here has allowed us to rent out his boat for tomorrow."
I do not
Apparently,
associate with him.
Darius has a boat? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, this is good comrade over here. He has says tomorrow is new moon, but we can take his boat out and explore.
Do you happen to have insurance on that boat?
He walks away.
Good.
We'll see him tomorrow. He's not problem.
Well, good news as well. I sold the basket.
Oh, nice. How much was basket?
Enough. Here you go. And I give you 20 gold.
Bad
Ah.
news, we have so much metal still. We only sold the basket.
Sold
They
the
wouldn't take the
basket.
metal.
Very
Have to
expensive
carry it all
basket.
like in
God
one piece
damn
at a
it.
time.
Okay, I mean, you can fit it in my bag, maybe. All right.
That's like no metal.
So-
They're not holding anything.
By the way, Indigo looks to Strawn and Aralia, and he's like, "Do not take this personally, but you two look very tired. Is everything okay?"
I
Immediately.
naturally
That's
look
good
like
pushing.
this.
He has looked like this since we've met him, basically.
Right.
So rude. That's so rude of you. I'm just not wearing makeup.
Right, but perhaps it's just been a long day. I overestimate how it can be in the big new city. It's getting somewhat late in the day.
I
Let's
just
find.
kind of look around. I've seen bigger.
This is pun? Double entendre?
No,
don't
it's
know
just
what
what
you
she
mean.
said.
Let's find place to go for a night. We have no more plans for today, yes?
Well, you know
Ritual.
about the White Lady Inn.
Yeah. I wish to go see the seance. I
What's-
have one plan left for the day.
What seance? You're doing seance, Sean?
I am walking, and I'm just walking away towards the White Lady Inn.
What is happening?
Go to any other inn that does not contain heathen magics.
You
Where
can
is
feel
it?
free to go wherever you want.
Indigo is-
heading his
I'm gonna
direction.
get on over to the wet trout.
Indigo
The Wet
is
Trout
following
is a
Strawn.
tavern, not an inn.
Yeah, Indigo.
Same thing once you've had enough to drink.
Indigo is following Strawn, and it has completely slipped Indigo's mind that he agreed to do anything today. By the way, Indigo said like, "Yeah, sure, I'll come," but like, just completely like forgot about the bard.
So, I mean,
Just-
assuming you give the bard keep enough money, he will obviously just be like, yeah, fuck it, sleep wherever you want. But it won't
mean,
be
I'll
in
be
a
ordering
bed, that's for
breakfast.
sure.
Eventually, I'll just go home or go to the tavern with someone, or to an establishment.
Ooh, woo.
Ooh, woo.
Yes.
So it looks like we're gonna meet with Scython and John tomorrow.
Sure.
They become fast friends as they drink all of the liquor in the bar entirely.
Yeah. When Scython or when Indigo and Strawn and I assume Aurelia are walking together, is when Indigo is reinformed of the bard seance, and he's like, "Oh shit, you're actually gonna go to that?"
Of
No,
course. I wouldn't miss this opportunity.
Why? It's probably going to be dancing lights and a lot of a man rolling his eyes behind his head and going,
I
"I
just
feel
stop,
spirits."
turn towards you, and be like, but there's a percent that this could be real. and I'm going to take it to learn more. And then I continue walking.
You guys eventually do make your way back to the White Lady Inn, with everybody but John, who apparently doesn't like heathen magics, even though they like heathenly extorting people for their health insurance.
Well, that's not
No,
magic.
that is the word of God and spreading his love for a price.
I stand by that. John was made as the wrong character and should have been an order cleric with a guild merchant background.
Anyway, you guys find yourself back at the White Lady Inn, and there is Ronaldo there, the halfling who is currently trying to gather as much attention for the night as possible. He's like talking like, come on, watch as we talk to the White Lady and see what she has to offer from the world beyond. And he's essentially leading people into the back room. Now, something you've noticed is that he's not accepting payment from anybody.
I want to make it a point to be in the front seat.
I just realized Tigarius is still going to be here for 2 more fucking hours.
He's still there, yeah.
Yeah, it's just...
Yeah, we have no trouble getting to the front of the crowd like that.
This is my emotional support dragon.
Well, I suppose it's as good as anything. And he leads you into the back room. And there's like a little fireplace, a chimney, or like a stove that is currently emitting heat into the room, a rug on the ground, just not a whole lot of people other than you guys, but they are all like gathered around, and Ronaldo's kind of like says like, when you're ready, go ahead and take a spot in the circle, just on the ground over there, and we will begin tonight's festivities.
In Undercommon, I muttered to Strawn, this is kind of a pathetic turnout, though.
We might miss something important.
I feel like I'm attending a family friend's show.
I'm gonna have thaumaturgy his voice louder.
But it's an Undercommon, so it's just like, it's like a guess,
Can't.
On the off chance.
It's like Ronaldo's just like, I know you can't contain your enthusiasm, but please at least try to use some words.
I speak it in Draconic again.
I don't see that.
Tigarius laughs. But it being
You can't
Tigarius...
just force your companions to laugh at your jokes.
Yes, I can. I control their token. They follow my commands. They have my verbal commands.
All right. Then they are all currently, everybody's kind of sitting around in a circle as like some lights have been dimmed. Like several candles have been lit for atmosphere, and the light from outside is pretty much dead as the night is coming closer and closer to an end, or like the day, or the amount of light that you get from both the aurora and twilight. And Ronaldo starts sitting everybody down. You have noticed that he has in fact not required anybody to pay a dime for this. It almost feel like it's his own enthusiasm, like he just wants this to be a thing that is happening.
Do you think he's funded by the state?
Yeah, the doors are closed, and for atmosphere they are locked. Though the key's still in there, so it's not like you can still leave if you want to. It's just
fire hazard.
Yeah.
He lights a candle. God damn it, more fire.
You all can. Various tables in this room have been pushed aside. Some chairs moved out of the way as well. As
I hate
basically,
that this isn't transparent, but this is Strawn's face.
it's so terrible.
Just a slight smile. Creepy fucking wide-eyed.
Like a kid at a puppet show.
Oh yeah, I need to download that picture and put that on the video. But yeah, everybody seems to be sitting around in a circle, and assuming you guys join in on that circle, you guys can sit apart or together,
Front seat.
Yeah.
as much as you want.
Right now, Indigo's like the dad that got brought along to the My Chemical Romance concert.
Don't you fucking do this. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, listen, I love my... I love My Chemical Romance, but if I had to take my dad along to a My Chemical Romance concert, that's the energy Indigo's bringing along.
All right, so you guys are all sitting around in a circle. And Ronaldo, who is currently standing up holding the hands as everybody has been instructed to, begins chanting as the lights begin to dim almost, and this eerie sense fills the room. Lady who watches from the lake, come to us in our darkest hour, tell us what you have seen. And then you feel the coldness of your breath as each candle individually in the room starts flickering out. The fog fills the room, and you notice a strange energy about, as if something is touching the back of your neck.
And a disembodied voice says, I see that you're a loser.
Can I make an insight check on this?
Yes, you can, if you would like.
All right.
And
I
he's still
choose to dogmatically believe it.
Fuck.
You, you're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Stuff.
I imagine
It's
just Indigo. It's just Indigo not knowing a lot about magic yet because he like just barely got magic. He's just like, it's kind of like when you're watching a magic act, like a magician. You're like, I know magic's not real, but I can't see the wires.
Yeah.
So,
How did he do that?
Yeah. So Indigo's just like, like,
Right, and oh boy, sorry, I'm just moving around some stuff real fast. Ronaldo opens his eyes and says, she's close, I can feel her. I need your all help. In unison, we must call to the White Lady and ask for her aid. Well, hurry up. We're dealing with actual forces of undeath.
I'm sorry,
What
what?
do you want me to say?
Hold on, this wasn't in the pamphlet you gave me. What are we supposed to say?
How to help?
Yeah.
Call out to the White Lady.
I cast help.
Where's Clippy?
Show. Call out to the White Lady. Ask her to come.
Hey,
And do so very calmly, because like if you piss her off, we're all dead.
I try to think very hard for a moment and try to see if the patron will help me too.
Stares at my 6 charisma and really hopes I don't piss a woman off. Okay, so like White Lady, should you like be there or something, and this not be like a very elaborate ruse to steal my wallet or something? I suppose that if there's something there that I'm reaching out to, then
Aralia is absolutely gonna do it. Like he's trying to take the piss out of it. He's going to be like, "Oh, White Lady, like we ask you in a time of need," like fully playing it up, thinking that it's a joke.
I need you to give me a persuasion check then.
Gotcha.
As well as also first of all, Indigo, finish up what you were saying, but also the same from you.
Oh shit. Okay, so yeah, I just said like if you're here and this isn't an elaborate ruse to steal my wallet or coin purse, then I guess you should probably come here and help us or something. And here comes the persuasion check. This is a -2.
You know what? I have not used my favored by the gods, and I'm going to do so right now.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
You can use favored by the gods if you would so choose.
I'm just kind of whispering under my breath and asking the patron for help.
I'd like to imagine the reason this persuasion check is a nat 20 is because like whatever can feel it just feels that from Indigo it comes from a place of genuine like honesty. Like from Indigo, like he's not.
That's the wrong role.
Indigo's not really good with words, but he's just like from his most sincerity, like, hey, if this is a real thing, like I'm sorry, but like if you can hear me, I don't mean to like make a fool of you or anything. Like, what's up? I'm sorry.
It's almost out of pity.
Yeah, he's like, I didn't mean to do this to you.
You currently are on the back of your neck, Aralia. You feel as if something is grazing across your back, as if somebody is touching it with a cold, cold hand.
Gonna
And
swat
as
it away.
different other patrons as well also are calling out to the White Lady and being like, White Lady, hear us, hear our pleas and answer our prayers. Or answer our call is probably more an accurate thing what they're saying. As they all start to yelp a little bit as they also feel it, and it eventually comes onto the back of
Gross.
Indigo as well, where you also feel that cold embrace that seems to completely
Indigo.
nullify any resistance to cold you may have had as well, as just you feel the
Ind-
full spine chilling cold on your back. Strawn,
Indigo's got cum on his back.
you were
Not for the
asking
first time.
you were asking for help from your patron? Okay.
Yes.
What were you asking?
I was asking the patron if it could also lend some energy to bring forth the spirit.
You essentially, like, when you're asking that in like your mind's eye and whatnot, you essentially get the, oh, I'm just here to watch type of vibe. It's just like,
Ha.
So should I roll a separate persuasion for the
Yeah, you're-
spirit then?
you're rolling. Yeah, I wanted to know what you're saying to try to bring the spirit around.
So similar to what Aralia is doing, but instead of the meaning behind it being of, oh yeah, it's just all kind of a performance thing, Strawn fully believes it.
Right.
So I'm just kind of chanting to myself in like undercommon or whatnot, and just being like, please come forth, spirit, and please honor us with your presence, or whatever the fuck that guy's saying is.
Right. And you do, and I would like you to give me a persuasion check as well.
Fucking damn it.
On your back, when the feeling comes around, there's almost this like distaste. Like the hand that starts moving along your back and grazes past it reaches through your flesh and almost grips your heart with this like horrible chill. But then it lets go as it hears more people calling. And then Ronaldo has this chill on his voice as she's here. She has answered as his eyes roll back and this ghostly wisp leaves his mouth.
In undercommon, Indigo says, ha, called it.
That's just us.
But it's shaky because he did feel the like cold, numbing presence. So he's like, ha, called it.
Did you even feel it?
Speak.
That's hot.
Who
Wait,
wants to go
is
first?
Is that Ronaldo talking, or is that
It's
a
like
spirit in my
through
mind?
The lady through
Ronaldo's
Ronaldo?
Yeah, through
Yeah.
Ronaldo's voice. What do you
man.
ask of me?
God, so many questions. What oh god, is this I don't know if anybody else has a question first. Well, I'm just
I have one question.
Okay.
Indigo clears his throat. How can we ease your suffering?
It is unending. The drowning. The heartbreak.
I don't believe anyone deserves unending suffering. I wish only to see you reach peace.
You are the view
the proud, the Marines. What does
Anybody
the few
else?
mean?
Why do you call us the few?
Because there's not many of you.
Yeah.
You feel like that answer is more like towards the like I do not believe that those should suffer that type of torment.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Aralia will step up. He'll stand. I don't know if that's what we're supposed to do, but he'll stand.
It's like can I stand? It's just, and you get like a nod from Ronaldo.
I'm just gonna slowly get up and go.
And I do actually have a thing I had forgotten about. Let me go ahead and throw it up real fast.
Do I have to make a saving throw?
No.
Is it a photo?
No, you're just straight up dead.
Yeah, here it is.
Invisible dwarves.
Interesting.
Well, that only confirms what my next question was going to be. Or
Are we surrounded by invisible dwarves?
Are the dwarves telling you to do bad things?
Ignore that for now.
Yeah.
Ignore that for now.
Gotcha.
Pretend that's not there, I guess.
I've erased it from my mind.
All right.
Aralia will ask, who was the man that we killed who was killing in your name? The one whose head's in our bag.
You confuse me for the Frostmaiden. I am not her.
You're both pale
Then,
skinned.
like, do you know her? Can you get me in touch with her?
Talk to
We
a
don't-
god.
Can I get a reference?
We don't all know that. We don't all know each other.
We don't know. I am not a god. I am a spirit of the lake.
Can you, like, unfreeze it? Because we really need that right now.
I
Again.
am not a god. I
The
do not have
fuck are you
control.
for?
I hear. I see. I feel.
Marines.
Are you aware of the fishermen who were lost to the lake recently?
Just to kind of go back, because she was about to just answer this question as well.
Okay.
Going back to the question about the one you had killed.
Oh, okay. Nice.
A wraith given form. A body without a soul, and a soul without a body merged as one. In service of the Frostmaiden.
Huh. Some Warforged type beat.
No. Almost
Kind of.
entirely. Almost entirely the opposite. See, a
Nah.
Warforged is a construct that gains sentience through its own.
And the soul, yeah.
Yeah, through its own sort of apotheosis of intelligence and evolution, whereas a wraith is a thank you. Its own
does-
sort of.
She does like continue on, by the way. It's not to get us off track or anything.
Yeah.
She
it's
does
one of the
kind of
different things.
continue on. A body drowned, a soul killed, in service of the Frostmaiden. And it's almost as simple as that, as what the rest of the answer was.
Okay.
You were asking another question?
I asked what she knew of the fishermen lost to the lake.
She stops for a moment as like Ronaldo's body just kind of convulses a little bit. Not very slightly, not like suddenly, but almost just whooshing along with the winds itself. As you do see that the frost on the window does increase in volume. A cauldron with a witch most foul, brewing a stew. In caves along the shore, you will find what you are looking for. And
That's incredibly big.
I am kind of whispering, so you guys aren't catching what I'm saying. By all means, ask for verification.
You're fine.
No,
I
no,
think
it's
I'm
more
grabbing it.
pondering.
Yeah.
I have my question,
Okay.
All right.
and I was thinking about it before the picture, by the way.
I figured, yeah.
I was asking if I was gonna ask. I bow first.
Yeah.
For being here with us today. Do you know anything about invisible thieves?
And Ronaldo's body whisks back as they let go, like it's like a wisp of ghostly aura leaves his mouth. Gray-skinned dwarves across the tundra snow, their intentions impure. Fire of radiance, wings of obsidian, will one day rise across the snows, across the winds of Icewind Dale.
Fires of radiance, wings of obsidian, like a demon or a dragon.
The future is not yet written. That is for you to discover. This is merely a warning from those who watch.
Right. Because God forbid they just give us answers.
Is there anything
and-
else that you? Oh shit.
Yeah, and there's a bit of a continuance. In the days to come. No, it's sorry, that's not quite right.
In the days that come.
Yeah, the days that are coming pretty soon here, like right now. No. On a boat in frozen water that once carried those along the river. They hide in plain sight, scheming, collecting.
The fairy?
And there's like this like sudden shift in Ronaldo's posture, as if he like is his neck like cracks to the side. Accurate.
Oh, motherfucker. Why are they always where we have to be? These goddamn...
Yeah. To be fair, you weren't going to the ferry.
No,
You're
but
actually
we
going
were...
somewhere else, yeah.
No, but like, I was literally thinking, I was like, this is completely out of context, and before, we were like gonna have to do this before, but I was thinking in my head, I was like, maybe after we come back, I would like to help Scython out, maybe we can like, I can like use fire magic by like summoning Stegarius, and we can like unfreeze his boat, and we can like get the ferry up and running again, and like we can do all this stuff. So like I was gonna have to go back to the fucking ferry.
There is more. Whispers of my kin.
Your kin as spirits?
You a MILF?
Damn, girl.
Care Denneval. A speaker captured.
Wait,
Whom is the speaker?
Chains. No.
It's who is the speaker.
Amulets around the neck. Obsidian. Subservience.
we never spoke with the speaker at Care Denneval, we just left. Interesting.
Servants, chains.
There is one there that would like to speak to you.
I just point at myself. At me?
And it's like the other patrons here that are just like completely unnerved to the point where they're not even asking questions themselves. They're just like,
Sorry, everyone. We are involved in some incredible shit. This is the Speaker of Goodmead. I'm Indigo Harmwinter. We have sort of locked ourselves in some sort of destiny, duel of the fates sort of situation. I'm going to be honest. I came here. I thought this was bullshit. I thought I was going to have a laugh, fun time. I have fate bound myself to a dragon. I have sort of fucked up entirely. We have hijacked your seance and sort of ended up aligning ourselves with deities and spirits. Our greatest apology.
Yeah. You can explain to them later.
All right. Sorry.
our days are numbered.
Who's this?
Words of the future. She wishes to speak to you. In Care Teneval.
Does she have a name?
Is she hot?
You will know her.
Does she have
when
a
you
sister?
see her.
Does she have a sister?
Fuck.
I don't know if you caught that, but she just said, you will
Yes,
know her.
I'll know her
you
when I see her.
Yeah.
All right.
No, when I see her move.
Hey, yeah.
You will hate to see her go, but you'll love to watch her walk away.
Beware of the tiefling of white. Not that one. Points over at Aralia. There is another.
All right. Okay.
Is
Processing.
there anything else you can share with us of your great wisdom?
There's quite a pause.
Stay away from
Yeah.
the churros.
Oh, I hold up Sigarius. I woke up one morning and this started coming out of my chest. Am I a father? Should I be worried about this? What happened?
Do I take a
There's
probiotic?
there's another convulsion as Stigarius also like nods their head over at them. The spirit of a great worm. And Ronaldo's body simply bows forward.
No, I have more. Another question.
Do you? Do you have another question other than what else should we know?
Yeah. Do you know why my head keeps ringing?
Oh yeah, you should ask about that location to the south.
There's like
You
a
should-
sudden turn, like a complete convulsion of Ronaldo as it turns to you. And then
Maybe you should just
eventually
pick up the phone.
I hold
Eventually,
Sigarius like Shaggy holds Scooby-Doo.
Ronaldo eventually settles as he lifts his head up in your direction. The stars that fall from the sky are in distress. And Ronaldo like lifts up from the ground and starts hovering over to Stranne. And eventually his hand raises and is put upon your head.
Okay.
Great darkness is in your future.
I could have told you that.
But the star, it calls to you. And then slowly, one by one, the candles start relighting and the fog dissipates. And if it wasn't for the sub-freezing temperatures outside, you would imagine that the frost on the windows would also start to dissipate, but no. As Ronaldo's eyes come back to full as he like falls to the ground a little bit, hand still on Stranne's head, and it's just like, did it work?
No.
No, I want a refund.
I didn't charge you.
I still want one.
Strawn is
Damn.
just looking down in their book and just taking a shit ton of notes.
I'm suing you for emotional damages.
I usually remember when I cause those. He's like puts his fucking like fingers on his chin, just like thinking to himself. Well, damn! I was hoping that would work. As like all the other patrons are scared stiff.
You do owe the rest of these ones an actual seance. I don't feel like they got their proper experience. I feel like you were a little one-sided.
Aralia will stand up, like put a hand on his shoulder and be like, "Don't worry, you'll get him next time."
Well, anybody else feel cold? I'm gonna go get a drink.
Get a jacket.
I'm gonna go fucking find a place to sleep tonight.
You will have to rent the inn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
walk over to the fucking thing.
Yeah, it's
Still
just
fucking cradling Stigarius, whose Stigarius is now fucking whimpering.
This is a pretty modest establishment. It's gonna cost you about 5 silver a night.
Alright.
Yeah,
Can I
for
wanna
each.
speak to the person in charge?
Yeah.
Gonna haggle again?
Yeah. Excuse me. Do you have any sort of discount for town speakers?
Yeah, it's a common thing for people to walk in there.
It's like this
I do have the
elderly
entertainer
proprietor. Well, are you my speaker?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then unfortunately the price has increased.
Ooh,
Dark times and whatnot, sorry sir.
we only tax you because you know you can handle it.
1 gold.
Walk outside
He's
and come
like
back
he's
in
like
again.
framing it that like the prices for everybody is increased, but as soon as somebody else like Aralia steps up, it's like, "I'd like room, please." 5 silver.
Funny you should ask. I'm going to use my feature by popular demand and at least take care of myself.
I forgot. Yeah, I guess you do
I know
have that.
I do own a lute. You know that, right? Like I don't have
Well,
to.
I mean, your particular way of... No, I guess you didn't have to do that. Yeah, so I guess you can start playing the lute. Well, I mean, actually, if you are playing a musical instrument, Ronaldo already has this place covered, so they don't...
Dude, he's in the middle of the seance in the back room. I will cut him off so fast.
He's drinking right over there.
I will
waves at you.
snipe his spot. Let's do it. Let's do a duet.
So drinking on the job. I see how he is.
You're fired.
All right. You want... I'm sorry. Did I hear a bard's challenge?
Yeah, let's duel.
Guide
All
yourself.
right.
Where are my bags?
Oh, you better believe I'm cheating.
Yeah.
You think I'm gonna leave this up to a roll? Did you see what I just rolled?
Well then, it appears that I have been challenged as he brings up his flute.
Flute loot.
Then,
What?
give your best performance.
I'm going for it.
All right, give me a performance roll with a lute
And a guidance.
and a guidance. Oh boy.
And a guidance. 27.
He is on point. He hasn't played it in a while, so he's going to be like, I'm a little rusty. I don't know if I can, and then absolutely hustle.
Fucking devil went down the door. Yeah,
There's absolutely a bard battle going here, but you have seen that it is absolutely so far one-sided, as this is a skill challenge. So I would require you to roll again, as Ronaldo's like huffing and puffing on his flute, but he's not able to match
Gotta get
your
those skill
current vigor.
checks.
Yeah.
I use thaumaturgy to triple my voice and go,
Sure.
Aralia, woo!
Sure, you have done that, but can you do this? And he plays the flute better this time, maybe.
Maybe.
No one.
Nope.
Can you do this? Off note.
Man, he is a lightweight.
Oh boy.
Dude, I rolled your highest. I absolutely one-upping.
It's so one-upping, it's just like... am not to be outdone. One
Dude, that's
more
best
go.
strategy.
Winner takes all. They're basically playing to see like who gets to play tonight, I guess.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna play anyway.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Guide yourself.
How does this
Yeah,
quote
now
unquote
I'm
professional bard not have any bonus?
Don't
He
ask.
has
He's
a
a
boner.
commoner. Shut up.
Oh yeah.
I am. Aralia's starting to
He's not
sweat.
actually
He's
a
gonna,
bard.
He's
He's a
gonna
bard in the
die.
strictest sense that he plays
This
music.
boy got tunes.
Oh, that was so close to a 20.
Did you guide yourself?
But I do have my guidance, which is about 50%
Oh my
going to
God,
succeed.
you
And
guys
at
tie.
worst, I tied his bet.
As you guys are playing your tunes, the tunes are going, and everybody is cheering as you guys have, and your last bout, even like basically equaled each other in might. As the bartender's just like, yes, it reminds me of my younger days.
The power of you.
If we're going to tie in a musical thing, I totally wiped the floor with him. But we'll say it's a tie. Then I'm going to use control flame and just start doing my fire dances.
Yeah, I mean, you still wiped the floor with him because you won twice and then tied the last time.
Yeah.
He's just trying. At this point, he's just trying to be the background for you. He's like trying to add things to your own
He's
stuff.
playing bass now.
Yeah, basically.
Bass flute.
Yeah, he just dropped D tunes it real high.
I have never felt so young, the bartender says. You both can stay here for free tonight. Everybody else
Son
has
of
to
a
pay.
I already paid. Leave me alone.
Did you, though?
Yes.
I don't
have,
seem to remember.
I have my
Yeah.
key.
Just starts rubbing their fingers together to cough more up.
Yeah, but other than that,
Go to
you
my
guys,
room. Go to sleep.
yeah. I do need John over at the completely different location to pay for a modest booth at the bar to sleep in.
Hell yeah, brother.
It's poor conditions, but you were like the bartender's like put on the spot to put you up here tonight, so it's just like he's charging you extra for that.
I'm gonna say I pay 3 gold to be able to stay here as long as I want.
Yep, there you go.
I'm
You
gonna
paid
go
him
to,
3 gold.
Aralia and be like, I don't need much space. Can I sleep on your floor?
Yeah, sure.
No pets allowed.
I hurry up the stairs with Stegarius.
All right. The night passes and you each get a long rest. Everybody
For
actually
the first
benefits
time
from
in
one, yeah.
forever.
Yeah. For the first time in forever.
I'd imagine you guys wake up at about the crack of the aurora when
Yep.
there's finally light here, and it is in fact the new moon today, which is an awful tiding for quite a lot of people.
Recovers
You guys wake
negative
up and there's
points.
absolutely like people that are like getting like
Yeah.
over at the wet trouts. John, you've noticed that when you wake up, there are people that are like slamming down drinks as
Good.
they're all talking about the fact that like these hushed tones is like, what if I get drawn? And it's like, it's okay. Only one person will. It won't be us.
Does anyone
Hopefully.
want to buy life insurance? This is the perfect opportunity.
Don't
Can't
let
buy
your
it knowing that
family.
you will die.
They
Yes, you
essentially
can.
all give you. They essentially all flip
Wait.
you off.
Wait, hold on. Hold on, real quick. Just to clear up, you can indeed buy life insurance knowing you will die.
That's
That is
insurance
a-
fraud.
Yes, yes. You,
No,
well,
no,
it
no.
depends, right?
You can indeed buy life insurance knowing you will die, and know that your insurance will be covered.
Yes.
You can do that.
That's
Yes.
that's insurance fraud.
No, it's not. Because your
Well, because
policy.
you don't know whether or not you'll die, right? But it doesn't really
Right.
matter. Most companies,
Because-
will ask you, "Are you going to die?" And then you'll say,
Yeah,
no,
you
right?
can't-
Unless you have
yeah.
like terminal cancer. You can't really
Right.
prove it.
and
You
and
can't take out an
if
insurance
you-
policy and throw yourself off a bridge. We have
Right.
to read the terms of your insurance policy.
Exactly, and like suicide is never covered under an insurance policy anyway. But like if you have stage 4 terminal cancer and you try to get an insurance policy, they just will reject you. But like
Most of the time, yes.
yeah, but like if you know you're gonna die because you have like a stage 4 renal failure or something, you can still get health insurance.
We
Or
are
if,
still
like-
playing a game now.
Right,
Yeah.
but like I do need to let you know you can indeed get life insurance even if you know you're gonna die. That's not illegal. You can do it. Just because like the company you get with didn't do its due diligence, that's not on you or your family.
This
Anyway,
feels illegal, but I'm down
it's
with
It
not,
it.
is.
though.
It is the next
Well, it's not,
day.
they also don't know that they're gonna die.
You guys
They
have all
might get
gained.
drawn.
You've all
That's the
gotten the
difference.
benefit of the long rest. You do know that today is the drawing to see who is going to be sacrificed to the Frostmaiden for hopes of better tidings. But that is not your concern today, as you have already taken a different job that will have you out of town for probably most of the day anyway.
We have to
We're gonna
leave
come
before
back
we
and
watch someone's
somehow
life
we're gonna get
crumble
drawn.
before us.
Yeah.
Shame.
Indigo goes over to the heads out and is going to just round everyone up. Indigo doesn't really want to know who's going to get called in for the lot. Indigo's kind of like doomered on that situation. He knows he kind of can't do anything to stop it like fully,
Yeah.
so he's not like he's not too down to just kind of see someone be resigned to that fate. So he's just like, let's go bright and early. Let's leave before
And
we
I
know.
don't believe that the information was ever shared with me, so I don't know about it.
Oh no, Indigo just said there's going to be a new moon tomorrow and knows that like everyone who lives in like 10 towns and has for a while knows what that means. So he just like didn't share that
For-
with anyone who doesn't already know that.
Especially because you guys are in East Haven right now. It essentially means that somebody is going to die.
Sweet.
Correct.
Yeah. In other
But
places,
is
it means
any-
different
is-
things.
They should buy life insurance.
Yeah, they really should buy life insurance. You know, if you happen to get picked, know that your friends and family will be covered. It's a
You
small
are-
price to pay.
Most
You
people
are
should
about to
probably
leave
move,
town.
Yeah.
John misses out on the adventure selling life insurance.
So Indigo rounds up the group and is just like, all right, let's go get John and Scython and let's get our boat and let's leave. The earlier we leave, the better, because we can make it back in time.
All right. So,
Okay.
you guys will meet up over
He
at the
does
Wet Trout.
everything he can, not necessarily subtly, to avoid mentioning like the day or its activities to Strong.
You guys all make your way for the Wet Trouts, noticing the gloom about everybody on the way there.
I
We do
will.
eventually
I
get
will.
there.
I will look to Strawn and be like, "Hey, I slept great."
Yes.
Just wanted to point that out. That I think everything went over pretty smoothly.
I don't know what you're referring to.
Oh well, because while they were gone, we did a whole thing together. You don't remember that?
Oh, are
Oh,
you
I'm
two no
sorry.
longer
Are you
thirst?
are you finally ready to talk about your nights?
What nights? They're fine now.
See, that's what I thought.
Let's get this boat going.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go in the
you
open
guys like
water.
boats?
Yeah. You guys, what do you guys know about
You
rowing?
like boats?
You like boats?
All right.
What do you know about being seaman?
well, let me tell you, I was seaman before I was anything else.
All right,
Still a
so
bitch.
you meet up with Scython, and he's just like, "Okay, are we going now, or what's happening?"
Duh, we're ready to go.
Okay, let's load up then. I don't know where this boat is, but I'm sure it's great.
Found a good skiff that should be ready for us. Got a good rental price on it.
Good, good,
Skiff.
good. Now, I do want to warn you, I can't stay out there. One, it's dangerous as fuck, and I don't want to be out there for too long. I will come back, do not worry. I'm a trustworthy individual. You can trust me. But there is the point of I do need to come back here in case my name is drawn.
Sure.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
drawn for what?
worry.
For nothing.
For
Don't worry
the
about it.
lottery prize.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to miss the lottery.
Oh,
When
can I
someone
put
says
my
that
name in the
they're-
raffle?
Sure,
Yeah, no, you're-
absolutely.
Well,
would you like to buy insurance on top of that?
Yeah.
actually, no,
Lottery
because
insurance.
I think you're only registered in Goodmead. I don't think we did the
Oh.
paperwork to register you in any other towns.
Also, I have Discord.
We didn't register Strong in any other towns, just for the record, right?
If
Does
anybody-
Strawn
No, I think
Can
not.
Strahn's name be pulled if he's a political figure?
Only if he's a political figure in East Haven.
To be fair,
But
good
I
meat
mean
doesn't
in the
have the
towns where they
same
are.
doesn't have the, like good meat does not have the same requirements as East Haven does. It is a
Exactly.
different sacrifice that is offered up there, of which he's conveniently not there to know about.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They will have to remove your dick if your name is Strong.
We don't yet know if that's a problem.
Assuming you have one.
Yeah.
If not, then you don't even want
If
to
my
know.
name
we're
is
removing.
Strawn or if my name is Strawn.
Let's get on these C's, folks.
Alright.
Go hog wild.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go to the boat. The guy that had rented out the boat to you is just like, just make sure it gets back in one piece. All right.
No, of course. You can trust me. I've never returned any property any less
There's
than
actually two.
splendid.
I
Okay.
do not have mending.
So what you're saying is we should keep this in one piece, and we're about to set sail.
Yes,
So,
and
with that in
please do not
mind,
fuck up the
On
boat
the what?
Right.
we will set sail for one piece.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
as one piece,
yeah,
and
hold.
return in one piece.
Your world is not
Specifically the 4 kids
It's like-
stub.
Yo, dream it. Don't give it up, Luffy. Dream it. Hey,
Find them.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
I
yeah.
started
So
watching One Piece like halfway through, so
it's okay. That's only the 4 kids dub that has like the epic rap, which is the
Yeah, the
only good
epic
thing to
rap.
have come out of the 4 kids One Piece dub. The only good thing. Everything else is bad about it. About the changes they made. Anyway, yeah. So you guys get into the boat. You know that. Well, you don't get into the boat because you have to drag it out from the ice to where you can
Indigo
actually start
dragged it
sailing.
out for the eyes.
Strawn just takes notes.
Our fucking resident fucking himbo strong boy.
Auralia will push it, but it won't go
Yeah.
anywhere. Like
Yeah, it's
he's
fucking,
just there to have his hands on it. Like,
It's-
yes, I am helping.
It's you're fucking moving the rudder.
Yeah, I'm spinning
But-
it as we go.
You guys eventually get it out to water, and true to Scython's word, he is very good at navigating through the ice, as he is able to get through a lot of the more dangerous parts, and starts taking you guys down up and down the coast. You guys have been dragging your skiff across the ice and eventually landing into the water and taking off, sailing through the moving ice of Lac Donashir, trying to patrol the coast as best you can to find what you understand to be the missing people. Eventually, while you're doing this, at the helm, of course, being a Scython, the tiefling who has agreed to help you out here, you do eventually come upon what is a massive cliff face with 3 massive entry points where it looks like frozen water at one point. Water eventually at one point had rushed through it, but is now just a frozen waterfall. To its right, you do notice a boat, and you can also just barely notice several glass bottles just kind of embedded into the ground beside it as the boat has been brought up to shore.
Be careful, John. We were warned ahead of time that there's some kind of witch and cauldron and shit going down. We have
Warned by
intel.
who?
Someone in the know.
Someone in the know.
My
know.
inside
the guy.
sources inform me.
I do enjoy a good inside source, if you know what I'm saying.
Low level, I believe, and
Bend over and I'll
just
show
the
you.
size of him. After.
No, that's not how that joke works. Okay. Anyway,
Your mother.
my mother was a
These nuts.
used car salesman. I
God
decided
damn it.
to go the higher route.
That explains a lot.
All right, hold it. Can I? You know what? I don't have anything that can actually help us with that. So if something attacks us, kill it.
I mean, I could do detect magic and have that up for a while.
I could
I'm
too,
going-
but I'm not going to waste a spell slot on that.
I'll
I'm
waste a spell
going-
slot.
I'm going to mage armor.
Okay, do it. Mage armor.
How long does 10 minutes? I can
Over
hold
at-
detect magic for 10 minutes.
You guys are more like along the lines of like this coast up here a little bit.
I'll wait until we're like docked, but yeah, when we dock, I'll do a detect magic. But
You guys can pull on over next to the boat if you want.
yeah,
Right.
once we get up
I
next
like
to the boat,
knives 'cause they take less stamina
I'll
than
sort of
just as much
nod
damage
to
against you.
Scython and just sort of gesture towards that boat, sort of moving more towards stealth-ish in this area, as we sort of no longer know what we're dealing with fully.
Well, all right then. I'm going to assume that means you want me. Oh, that's a completely different accent. I'm going to assume that means you want me to pull over. Pull over, I shall. And he starts immediately crashing the skiff. And no, he pulls the skiff over. He says, "Okay, help me pull it up onto land so the current doesn't take it." And
Indigo hops out and assists.
I don't believe so.
Which
I
is
think
just
that was the only thing that
Indigo
was that little
basically
tiny house.
fucking Superman picking it up and setting it down.
but yeah, there is a small little rowboat, like a small little fishing boat, right nearby with several different bottles planted into the ground, almost like trees of liquor. Except they won't sprout anything because that's not how that
Oh,
works.
yeah, that is kind of
Liquor, I barely know her.
Indigo gives it a sniff to see if there's any sort of
Want a
remaining.
sniff?
Yeah,
Sniffer, I barely know her.
Indigo checks to see if there's any sort of remaining like scent of what would have been in here.
You do when you kind of get up closer to the boat. On the side of it, it does say a bunch o' knuckleheads on the side of it, and you do it. The spot definitely reeks of alcohol.
Yeah.
Well, these are probably the people we're looking for.
However, you don't see anybody here. There's some tackle, some fishing rods set up here, but other than that, there doesn't appear to be anybody in the boat or around it.
Well, good news. Fishing rods. If anything, they're salvage.
I'll take one, just to have it.
Yeah, I'll add fishing tackle and a fishing rod to my inventory.
I'm actually kind of unsure.
How many rods we got on this beach?
About 4.
How many rods? We looking at? We looking at 4 rods?
Four rods, yeah.
Got at least 4 rods here.
Yeah.
They all do.
There's no fishing rod. What?
There are fishing rods, yes.
You can fish from my rod.
I'm looking.
Shut
I'm
up.
looking at the.
Jesus.
I'm looking at the add item thing, and I don't see a fishing rod. I only see fishing tackle.
Do we
And
really need to
there's
bring fishing rods with us?
Fishing
Is
tackle.
that
is what it would
important?
be.
I will just take.
Yes, it is essential.
Oh, well, in that case, carry on. Do we have a fishing permit?
You don't need a fishing permit in the Forgotten
Okay.
Realms.
Don't get caught.
Okay, sorry, never
Okay.
mind.
Indigo looks towards. Did you say that it looks like there's about like 3 entrances?
There are 3 massive entrances. One is more water level on the right side, while 2 others are about 20 and 30 feet up, respectively.
Well, I have a climber's kit.
I do have a map.
That's helpful. Let's get to that.
Allow me to map. There is not currently. Allow me. It is daytime, so I can absolutely have some dim light here, at least on the entrances, as you guys are, in fact. Now, I don't have a shoreline for this.
I do not
So-
have any token with vision in the scene.
I know. I'm putting them up now. I found that is the best way to do it. There you go. There's your tokens.
Neat.
Glitched out for me for a sec.
This one right here that you are next to is the one that is water level. The other 2 have well, they're fairly steep cliffs. You believe that there are enough handholds that you could easily climb them.
Huh.
I have a climber's kit that could get us up to either of those entrances fairly
You
easy.
don't think you would need the climber's kit with how many footholds there are. You think you could easily just scurry on up without any.
I think we
kind of
should use the climber's kit anyway for safety.
I could also do that for safety.
You are
I think-
correct. Obviously, safety is required.
I think we should investigate the one that we're already at first, just to see if it goes way too deep. Like if it's a completely different system, in which case then it's more useful to check them all out. If they all like link up, then it's kind of.
I nominate someone with more than 10 feet of vision in a dark area.
I'll start walking.
All right.
Where are we heading
dancing
first?
lights. Just the one that's in front of us.
One in front.
Are you dancing lines?
All right. I'll hang back.
Absolutely.
I'll hang back just a tad then.
Hang on, I see.
What color of dancing lights do you want?
Thought you already had that settled.
My 4 dancing lights.
All of them. Okay, got it. I wasn't sure if you wanted all of them or not. Here you go.
Oh, okay. Yours
I
was-
just wanted the 1 dancing light.
Well, too bad. You have all of them now. They're all there. Good luck
I'm gonna
finding
push
Alright,
this
so
one
disco.
over here. And then I'm going to keep one around here just for fun.
While you guys are kind of like looking at the cave, I want everybody to give me a perception check. And stop. Also do that too. Also stop.
I'm not moving anymore.
Stop! No, okay.
I'm stopping.
25 expertise and perception.
7.
Oh my god.
10.
8.
Oh, what are these?
Indigo. And also Strawn.
Ah.
While you guys are like about to move in, you've noticed that you've heard cawing like a bird. And then screaming like a person.
Like,
And then
We
you
did
look
all
up.
of this.
Then you look up as you absolutely do see what could make both of those noises. As a harpy is
person.
about 40 feet up in the air, crashing down upon you.
Fuck.
2 of them, actually. All right, rolling initiative.
Yeah, fuck.
oh yeah, this
Reaction Eldritch Blast.
and
Eldritch Blast is not a reaction.
You'll find like
Reaction Blast.
I'm having a blast with this reaction.
Those are some very average initiatives.
I actually rolled kind of well.
I got a 17, man.
Yeah, pretty average.
What?
They're both about that.
I mean, that's like what that's 13, 14, 7, 16, 12, and 17. They're all within 10.
I'll say that John Smith and Aurelia are currently unwise to the situation outside.
They did hear Indigo shout, "Oh fuck!"
Other than
I
that.
can't see Aurelia's token. Is that normal?
Yeah, he's actually invisible.
Take off your helmet.
Oh, shit.
Dark.
You're in my blind spot.
You gotta turn it around. You got it on
How about
backwards.
How about now?
Yeah,
Yes,
your
yes.
helmet's on it.
Okay,
Your helmet's
cool.
on inside out.
Watch as I do magic and just completely delete Aurelia from existence and then add them back.
It's for the best.
There you go. Okay.
You love to see it.
Then, Aurelia, you're surprised. So, harpies.
Surprise!
This harpy down here is behind the other one and is flying down to about 10 feet off the ground to about here. And that's about all of its movement it can kind of do, and all that's really comfortable doing right now. As John Smith is also surprised. Strawn, you know there's 2 harpies coming at you. What do you want to do?
Eldritch Blast.
All right, dude. Like, fucking not even try to take the diplomatic road. I get it. I understand. I mean,
Can I say one?
diplomacy to harpies is they want to eat you, but I mean,
Yeah, you could have given it a shot.
You could have offered, like, a bicep in return for the rest of your body.
which one are you
Diplomatic
attacking?
Blast.
Which one are you attacking?
Above me.
Okay, 12 does hit.
Okay.
7 force damage. Nice. You like blast up an Eldritch Blast using your Wand of the War Mage, and it hits at one of its wings as it starts fluttering around trying to stabilize itself while it is in the air. Indigo.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do.
check it. Like, I don't know where the setting would be, but let's see.
I can't climb up stuff and like throw something as an action, can I?
Not really. You would kind of do
Alright,
both your
cool,
hands
cool.
to it depends on what you're throwing, I guess.
Like a javelin?
A mean look.
Probably
I mean,
not.
are you throwing it first and then
Shit.
climbing?
Alright, cool,
Fine
cool.
wood.
No, I would be climbing and then throwing,
Like to
so that's
destroy
fine.
them because
gonna move here.
Into a village
Okay.
square.
And I'm gonna throw a javelin at this guy. But before I do that, I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Ensnaring Strike on my javelin.
Okay.
So first I'm gonna roll the Ensnaring Strike just so you see what that does.
Oh well, you see, it
If you can
makes it
carry
like
that wood, I
the
think
pinned. You know what I mean? Like the
it
restraint.
should be good.
Yeah, and when you're restrained and you're in the
Like,
air,
over-encumbered,
you
but
fall.
Nuh-uh. No, it's not how it works.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
'cause
thought
your
you were
speed becomes
asking to
0.
carry something.
It
My
says
bad.
that you get restrained. But I'm sorry, if your speed is 0, then you can't fall.
Because
Also,
if you're magically like if you're
that's a-
levitating,
that's a
then you-
9. That's a 19 to
it
hit.
doesn't matter.
That is a
Yes.
19 to hit. 19 does in fact hit. Do hit.
All right. Then it needs to make a DC 13 strength save.
Right here. This is.
That's gonna
Okay.
fail. So it is restrained. So
Well,
it's gonna
go
fall.
and give me the damage first
so pretty.
from the actual
Right.
hit. Yeah.
Hold on.
You dumps. You dumb.
Yeah, dog.
10 points of piercing damage.
Ow. And then it does get restrained and fall down to the ground and takes a d6 of damage from fall damage.
Correct. And then on the start of its next turn, I think is when it takes its snaring strike damage. Let me check.
There shouldn't. Is there any ensnaring strike damage? I thought it just restrained them.
It's like a D6 of piercing.
It doesn't say. It doesn't say it does any damage. It just restrains.
While restrained by the
Oh.
spell, the target takes a D6 of piercing at the start of each of its turns.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then it is this harpy's turn, as
Yeah.
they are going to. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let me just make sure I read this right. Oh yeah, awesome. So first of all, I'm gonna need like everybody at all, to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
I'm good at these. That means I'm gonna fail.
You know, just all of that. It gave me a fucking measurement, but no, it didn't matter.
I was also good at these, but that's a 6.
So,
I'm too big brain.
John and Strawn, you both hear the call of the siren, but you are unaffected as you're able to will yourselves to be fine. However, Aralia and Indigo, you both just feel very loved and compelled. Like you hear the song and you want to get closer to whatever's making it. Other than that, it is in fact going to be
I hear Kanye's latest album.
Aurelia.
Donda.
You can only make the save at the end of your turn. So I need you to move your entire speed up to the harpy.
I don't actually know where the harpy is. I can't see the token.
Good question. Where are you?
I'm right here, hanging out.
You move over here.
Down the street.
You start moving over here, and you start climbing up the rock as much as you can.
This is gonna be really awkward if I make this save.
Wish you weren't so fucking awkward, bud.
It's okay, you don't. So
You can do favored by the gods.
No.
You might make it actually, because John made it with an 11.
Really? Well, I mean, I guess, yeah. That's 3d4, which is not what I want to roll.
Oh, well,
13.
both threes, so
6 plus 7.
7.
21.
21. Jesus
True.
Christ. Yeah, you're also now as you're like climbing up the rocks, you're just like, what am I doing?
So
So,
that's my turn ended, right?
That's the end of your turn, yeah. So this harpy over here is currently restrained. How do they break the restraints?
Well, first they're going to take 1d6 damage.
Well, okay, then
True.
roll the fuck damage.
fuck
I don't like the attitude.
2 points of piercing.
Roll the fuck damage. Roll damage. All right, and then
Creature restrained by the vines or one that can touch the creature can use its action to make a strength check against my spell save DC. So it has to use its action to try to beat a 13 strength check.
a 13 strength check is what it's going to have to do
Yep, as its action.
because it can't do anything otherwise. Nope.
Veil restrained.
Do you break? Actually, do you break concentration because you are currently?
By being charmed?
I don't know.
I don't think charm breaks concentration.
But I also think you can't target somebody for an effect, but they're already targeted.
Yeah, they're already on. Also, I will be moving my full movement up to this harpy lady, huh?
Yeah. They unfortunately were not able to break out of their restraints. John Smith, you heard a song.
Got it. Man, that's a... Who the fuck? That's a terrible song. What are you doing? And it's like walks like, oh.
John actually listens to Donda.
I only listen to Strauss.
Who?
Don't worry about it. A classic. I was just gonna make an insurance joke, but I can't think of a good one.
Oh, you Canadians and your weird music.
It's Strauss. Strauss is an Austrian composer.
Oh,
Disgust
of
me.
course.
Hurry up and do something.
Uncultured swine. I can't believe I share a D&D game with you.
None of us are band nerds, dude. I dated one once. That's the closest I'll ever get.
Oh man.
Do you want to like attack or? What do you
I'm
want to do?
thinking about it. I'm stalling for time.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
you wanna
Just stares at the sky. You want to buy insurance?
I want to buy something. I should have gotten what's the spell that does psychic damage?
Dissonant
Goddamn.
Whispers?
Vicious Mockery.
Dissonant Whispers. That's the one. Yeah. Nah. Instead, I'll just. You know what? I'm gonna drop my shield, and I'm gonna shoot my crossbow at it because I can.
Go ahead. Shoot crossbow.
I've never done this before.
Isn't taking off a shield super hard to do?
You did
It's-
actually shoot your crossbow before.
Did I?
Yeah.
Doffing a shield takes an action. To take a
to
shield
drop
off.
a shield?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it does.
'cause
Because
Oh,
you have to
right.
undo the straps.
Blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. That's right.
You gotta undo your
Um,
strap.
Oh man.
Which is
Why do I
why
even
if you
fucking
shield
have this
having a
Strap on
hand.
time.
Well, it was
crossbow?
starting equipment, but that's like either having javelins or like a hand crossbow is better in that regard.
Yeah. I'll just toll the dead on it instead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can't you
Is that
capture?
alt, right?
Yeah, alt.
Well,
I don't know what that did. Here, let me look.
that,
Toll the dead. I don't think I ever fixed this actually. Better rolls. Versatile. Yep. Holding alt while clicking it should. Are you like clicking on damage for it? Because you should just click.
no,
the
I clicked on roll. I don't know what shows up on your screen. For me, it just says crit.
Yeah, I know
and
that's
then
what it shows.
nothing else.
Now
That's all we saw.
don't click like any of the buttons in the description for it. Just click the icon for Toll the Dead while
I
holding alt.
didn't know you could click on that. I've always been clicking on roll.
Oh my god.
It's very strange. Like that's part of better rolls, but I've never found it very useful.
Ow.
In a lot of
There we
situations.
go.
All
There
right,
it is.
So it is making a wisdom saving throw. It is failing a wisdom saving throw. Roll damage.
Here you go. That's 1 damage, baby.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Dude.
Damn
That's what I
straight,
did.
brother. Yep. There you go.
Man,
All right.
how do you want to kill it?
Hey, Strawn. What do you want to do about this? There's a thing in the sky, and it's doing the thing.
I'm gonna do a 360, right?
Yeah.
And then this is wacky. Eldritch Blast.
You miss.
Ooh, that's quirky. Not like other girls.
You unfortunately do miss. Ahem.
Ahem.
Yeah, ahem. Not a girl. Maybe. Anyway,
We'll just work.
yeah, a 10 is not going to hit as the Eldritch Blast goes flying past.
Okay. And then
Oh,
You guys have
Uh,
advantage to attack a restrained creature.
That's not the one they were attacking.
Indigo
I know. I don't know why you guys aren't.
currently, right?
It's the one that's still singing.
Indigo's charmed, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Indigo is still charmed.
Okay.
I'm not.
Can I bonus action scream into Indigo to try and break him free?
Just sing louder.
In his head. Like snap out of it.
Unfortunately, that if you still had your action, you could take the aid action. I would say I would allow that, but you don't have your action.
I mean, just do it for fun.
Because it is a
yelling-
magical effect, like just yelling for the power of friendship is like, I mean, he does have to use his willpower to
What?
break it, but still.
I'll feel better about it. As a
Okay,
player.
I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm
Yeah.
gonna whisper strong, loud noises in his head. It's his next turn anyway.
Loud noises. Anyway, yeah. All right, so Indigo, start of your turn. You have to try to get as close to her as you possibly can, which is pretty much just like you start climbing up the rock, up the ice and whatnot. Give me that saving throw. And then you're like, why was I climbing up this ice?
I
What is
did
going
it.
on?
Me,
All right,
Strawn, I did it.
That didn't work that well. They're gonna fly straight on down, and they're just gonna start harping. They're just gonna start attacking.
We're just gonna start ragging
started
on each other. We haven't
blast.
done yet.
Who was the loudest? That was Strawn. Strawn's been firing at them the entire fucking time. So they're gonna go claw at you,
Are you sure about that?
and then they're going to club you with their club.
Are you sure about that one?
Yes, I'm sure about that one.
Okay.
Yes, you take 2 bludgeoning damage to the face as you're clubbed.
Oh my god. Is Strawn okay?
Aralia.
This was designer.
My makeup.
Yes, Strawn never took it off.
Aralia's gonna be so pissed.
That's what woke me out of the harpy trance.
Yeah. So Aralia, it is your turn. What do you do?
I don't know if I can cast while I'm climbing.
You kind of just hunker down a little bit.
How
Just-
close am I to the harpy?
They're basically right next to you.
And that's not the restrained one, right?
No,
No.
but you exist within their taint.
That's pretty bad. I super need to be able to cast.
I suplex them.
What do you do?
I'm
What do you
going to
wanna do?
attempt to grapple.
All right, give me that athletics roll.
And I cannot guide myself, but this is a straight roll. And I'm
Yeah, they
pretty
just
proud
fly
of
up.
it.
They just fly up, yeah. So like you attempt to
What?
like try to grapple, and they just fly up out of your arms and are now like perched on your arms.
At this point, just risk the attack of opportunity and move away from them.
oh shit.
I. How high up am I? Can I just let go?
You can just kind of slide down, yeah. You
Oh,
just
then I'm
climb down.
absolutely just gonna slide down.
Okay, slide down.
I
You
did.
slid. Attack of opportunity, club. That's some club damage right there. You take 3 club damage.
I've been clubbed.
Click on this. I hope it doesn't actually cast
Hey.
anything. Okay, good.
How does my max HP has been reset, right?
Yeah, it's been reset. It. You should no longer have the temporary max HP.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I see it on your character sheet. It's fine. You're currently 19 out of 19, where it should be.
Well, no, because I took 3 damage, but yeah.
Well, yeah. Okay. And Harpy's turn. Who's going to try to break out of the restraints again?
First,
Oh, it's got to take that D6.
Whoops. I didn't mean
5
to.
points of piercing.
Damn. Strength check.
Right.
Nope,
Stay
it's so
mad.
restrains. Yep, it's just.
I imagine it literally looked like Indigo just like hucked a javelin and like halfway in midair, it just like fucking deployed a parachute, and then as it sunk into it, like the parachute just like tangled up in it and it just sunk to the ground.
John Smith.
Well, you see, I'm watching this, and I'm just gonna, I'm gonna move here, and sorry, there used to be an indication of how high up they were.
They're
all
no
on
longer.
ground level?
They're
Okay.
they're all on like ground level now.
So that one came down, but yeah, I'll toll the dead on this one.
Okay.
What are you
Throw
gonna
it out.
told them?
I'm gonna told them that they need hiking insurance. I pressed shift click, not alt click.
I'll just roll
Motherfucker.
D12 for damage instead.
Yeah.
That's
They fail.
13. They do fail. Roll that
Fail,
D12.
Oh, I have to click roll. That's 2
It's better each time.
damage. Ah,
Yeah.
ha,
You're
ha.
stealing pieces of their soul, sending it to the afterlife, but it's just not a whole lot at a
Man,
time.
these guys'
So.
souls are
Insurance,
really
am I
big, apparently.
Pretty much. Strawn,
Yeah.
what do you want to do?
Do that thing.
They,
Do the
they,
thing.
they already
Okay.
did
Do
a
that thing.
they already did their
Eyes.
reaction, so if you want to move away from them, you can.
Oh,
I could.
I did that for you,
Eyes widen. Mind silver.
Sliver.
Silver.
Yes, liver.
Silver.
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 I prefer gold.
I prefer mine gold.
Okay, mind bronze. Let's go.
Reddit gold, milady. It does save, but I'm pretty sure that's half damage.
No. No.
They use their
range-
reaction. You can get out of their range.
Intelligence save throw, or take 1d6 psychic damage
Or
and
take
subtract
it.
1d4 from their next save throw.
It
Yeah,
does
so
Do you need help?
it does nothing.
They use their
try
reaction.
to
You can move.
you try to put
Yeah?
madness inside this one's mind, but you realize that there's already madness inside.
I don't
So you just
believe
kind of
it.
add it to their
These-
collection. Yeah.
These people listen to Evanescence willingly.
Really?
And you don't?
So does Gerald.
Yeah, no, I'm aware. Like, I'm just letting you know that, like,
One
that's what
of
we're
me.
dealing with.
One of
Anything
me.
else?
No, I don't think I need to do anything else.
All right, Indigo.
You can move
Like-
away. Watch.
Yeah, it's like
Watch this.
Speak it out to me.
Indigo moves over here and takes out his maul and has advantage to hit this individual.
All right. Ah. They're also like prone too, so.
Yeah, I have advantage.
All right. So go ahead and throw out advantage. Roll that plus sign. Nat 20?
So,
Ooh,
yeah, so
it moved it
23.
to a 2.
Roll damage then, yeah, because 23 absolutely hits.
12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Still alive. Very hurt.
Okay.
Very bloody. You just like smash down like while they're still restrained. They're just like, ah!
My shoulders now caved in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Indigo's doing their thing. Indigo's
It
like,
is-
you see, you focus on an individual that you have power over, and you continue doing that.
This one's
You're
going
right.
to.
I am continuing to focus on this one.
I have
This one-
I have prey and trap.
This one is going to move over to Indigo, sparking opportunity attack from Strawn if they so choose. It cannot be a spell.
I could,
Not yet.
Oh God, what could I do?
Shank him.
You punch him.
Yeah, stab him.
Kick him.
Dagger.
Dagger. I barely know her.
equipped. Go ahead. Dagger damage. Dagger. Dagger damage. Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
Dagger damage.
Duck attack.
Hey, max damage.
There you go. Awesome.
good.
Yeah. So you slash out as they run away. You hit their wings, and I'm clipping off a bunch of feathers and some skin.
Actually, doesn't Aurelia have a whip?
Yeah.
I think they left your attack range too.
Fuck.
Oh.
Well, do what you want. I'm not gonna stop you.
Yeah.
Do what you want. 'Cause
The
your
harpy
fire is
wouldn't
full.
know that you had a 10-foot reach. with your
I'm so
weapon.
glad that you decided to forfeit your opportunity of attack. So the harpy attacks Indigo.
That's so nuts because I don't remember saying that. Sorry.
Well, hurry up and do a thing.
Oh, I never added it to inventory.
They
I
Fuck
know,
is the
but it's
ticket?
my inventory.
Cringe.
Hold on. Give me a second. I'll do it. As soon as I find it.
Thanks, Dad.
No problem, son.
No, Jack, you made the same mistake. No.
There you go.
What?
Whip. I added whip.
Oh, I get nothing.
Whip is whip.
I guess it really is.
Damage!
Nice.
Whip damage. Yeah. You bloodied her. As, you whip out, slash on her back as well. Her wings are kind of fucked up right now. Whipped. But now
That is the
she's
first time
absolutely-
he's actually used this whip, and so he's very happy about
In
it.
combat.
Two-
In combat.
Well, he bought it on the journey.
I'm
so he
sure
hasn't
one
gotten
of
a
these
chance to
hits
otherwise.
Indigo, right? Like one of these
Nope.
attacks.
16
does?
AC. New scale mail.
Yeah, it just like tink tink as like it's her claws and her club are tinking off of your scale mail.
What are they thinking about?
Aurelia, what
Yeah.
Oh, they're
What do you wanna
thinking
do?
about you.
do you want to do? What's up? How's it hanging?
Kind of low. Pretty warm.
So, I forget. Is the other one still restrained?
It's still restrained.
Ooh, then I'm gonna chaos bolt it.
You have to get line of sight for that.
Yeah,
right
I think
now.
you'll have to
like,
move. You have to move a little to the left. You have
Yeah.
to move like here.
It's fine. I
Aurelia does what they want.
So you'll have advantage.
And what they want is to turn around and
He
just let
do be
them
sh-
kill them. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, that chaos bolt does chaos
Advantage.
bolt. That does chaos bolt. Them chaoses do bolt. Those chaoses do be bolting.
we be schmovin'. Okay. Before I click damage, know that if I roll two of the same kind, it leaps.
Yep. And it's gonna leap to the other one.
Well, a target within 30 feet.
It goes to
Another creature of your choice. Make a new
I know,
attack.
but if that one doubles, then
Yes.
I
Then-
legally have
Hands
to hit
are
one
tied. Roll damage.
Yeah.
Roll crit damage. Or not. Also, you don't have to roll crit damage if you don't want to. Go hover your mouse over and click the little plus sign next to it. There you go. On both of those. Well, I mean, I already did it on both of those. Hey, look at that. Crazy. All right, so you rolled a 6, 4, 2, and a 1. So I mean,
None of those D8s were the same. No jump.
No
Ooh,
cap.
One.
No shot, bucko. But Jesus
This breaks
Christ.
my heart.
20
However,
damage.
I will go with force damage.
Yeah, it explodes in front of just like Indigo has some scratches on the back of their armor, and it's just like, what do you want? And then all of a sudden, boom, explosion as harpy stuff goes all over you. You are now painted in harpy.
Yeah. And Indigo is still looking over their shoulder, so it's just the right half of their face that gets sprayed.
Aralia is going to go just like absolutely pleased that he managed to pull it off twice now. Just natural
Smith.
20ing on a chaos bolt.
Well, let's see. What do we have here?
How do you smith?
John.
With a hammer. Do I have line of sight where I am on the other one?
Yes.
It's like on a cliff-ish.
Yes.
I'll move
You
up
have
here
one.
just for a symbolism. I'm like,
Image.
I'll be taking another third of your soul now, please. let me go.
Bold of you to assume that 1 and 2 hit points were a third of their soul.
It was not. It was not.
I held shift that time though.
It was alt. You're supposed to hold alt. It did roll in that one. So
I,
go ahead and roll a
held alt.
d12.
I did hold alt. I did actually hold alt.
Then press damage
I
button.
just said shift.
Hey, that was actually a good roll.
Yeah, you start ripping a piece of its soul out and sending it onto the afterlife. It is very hurt right now. It is still
There we
alive.
go. That's the correct amount of soul to be removed.
Yep, a huge chunk. You think you got their arm. Their arm is now in hell. Or whatever it is that harpies go when they die. Strawn, how would you like to murder? Well, that does hit. AC's not super high. The main thing they got going for them is the heart.
+1.
It isn't. It won't. It won't do that. I don't know how to make it do that. There's a way to do that for the Starfinder module for Foundry, but there's not a way to do it on the D&D
You have
5e.
to futz with
That's
it
weird.
really hard. It's super dumb.
Yeah, so does that
I used to know how to do that.
Do
Yes.
you want to roll damage?
Yeah.
You can do that if you want. All right, how do you kill it?
If you want, though.
Hole through the chest.
Hole through the chest. Scorch mark on the scale mail in front of it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just guts from the hole. Just spew on it. Goes back.
The harpy falls to the ground dead. Congratulations. We brought ourselves an end to combat.
Indigo laughs.
I'm gonna. I got something to do. I'm gonna rip out a couple talons and some feathers.
Okay. You have a couple talons and feathers.
I put them
Indigo,
in my bag like nothing happened. Just now.
Indigo pats Strawn on the shoulder, unaware that he has now smeared their fucking like side of their cloak and just like harpy guts. And is like, well, that went rather well, I think. Aside
I'm just
for
gonna-
some charms.
I'm gonna look down and be like, "You have red on you."
Duh. When is time that we explore and I do not end up with red on me?
I do want to call that we are at time.
Yes.
So, as you are,
Okay.
as Indigo is wiping blood from them, and other people are currently cleaning out their ears from horrible siren music, we pull out as.
Sorry, I don't know how.
Okay. We pull out as we see the aurora going across the sky, and we bring our session here today to an end.